All right, well, it's race day, so of course there are motor parts scattered to the four corners. I'm going to show us a video. This is the motors that I got from the Evnetics guys going out of business. This was their dyno motor. Curious to find out what current they run to. I know they at least ran 1,000 amps. I'm not sure if they went higher. They used a Lovejoy coupling. These are better in a lot of ways because they take small amounts of angular and rotational misalignment, though the torque rating is a lot lower. Anyway, this is the older motor, and try to get to focus here. But you can see the keyway is cracked, not on one side, but actually on both sides. This whole keyway is about to come out, and the shaft would split. So fortunately, if I tried to use this shaft, this motor, then I would have suffered the same shaft failures that I've gotten on, well, every motor that I've run. So this counterbore shaft, I'd be very suspect for. This is kind of the ideal. They had a very, very rigid mounting here. This was in their dyno that was bench mounted. They had the kind of the best possible case for shaft coupling, and even with all that, there's significant cracks. Oh, a little too close there. You can see that significant cracks there. You can see it's actually been pushed out a little bit, and I can feel that crack running as far as I can fit my finger in there. So it pretty much runs the entire bore. Well, you can see it from the outside here, but I can actually get my grungy fingernail in that. So I've never been a fan of keyed shafts. I know it's legacy because it's what the forklift motors have used for a long time, and for when they were only using a maximum of 500 or 600 amps, I think that was just fine. But I wouldn't really trust it for going to the high current levels. So what I have to do is I don't know where my other armature went, but I'll have to take that's for the transwarp, which doesn't have the counterbore, and it has a nice spline shaft that I like. But I'm going to have to take this all apart, use the field windings from here, and parts from the other motor, and maybe press the shaft out, press another shaft in, and it's going to be a long night.